Okay, so hope my screen is visible to everyone. Yeah, so today it's session 5. We have completed 4 sessions. So today we will look at the cash and accrual basis of accounting. So there are 2 methods of accounting. Okay, so one is the accrual basis and one is the cash basis of accounting. Let us just try to understand what is this cash basis of accounting, what is accrual basis of accounting, and see how it works and how Tally can help you in doing the cash basis and the accrual basis of accounting. Okay, so I think with this we will be completing the basics of accounting with these 2 topics. Further, we can look at what other things that we can continue with the sessions. Okay, so welcome all of you to this uh, online training session. Today is session 5. So the topic we will be discussing is cash basis of accounting and accrual basis of accounting. Okay, so before we start, so for everyone, good wishes on Akshaya Tritiya. This is one of the most important day. Okay, so let this day bring a lot of happiness, health, and prosperity to every one of you. Okay, and please pray for good health and immunity for everyone. This is the time actually we need good health and good immunity to sustain. So with this, let's start. So as usual, purpose of this training to ensure that every participants learn TallyPrime and actually puts this into use in his work, in his or her work, to increase the efficiency and eliminate the duplication of work. Okay, so this is one purpose that we want to drive, and we want to see, are we going towards reaching towards this purpose in each of our trainings. Okay, so with this, let's start. So what is cash basis of accounting? According to Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, cash basis recognizes transaction and other events only when cash is received or paid. Only when there is an intervention of cash receipts or cash payment, then only the transaction will get recognized. Otherwise, in cash basis of accounting, it doesn't get recognized at all. Right? So it has to have an element of cash or bank to recognize it as a transaction. In simple words. So what is accrual basis of accounting? In accrual basis, the recognition of transaction are based on revenues and cost as they are incurred and not as money received or paid. So it is not just about money received or paid as we looked at in the cash basis of accounting. In accrual basis of accounting, the transactions are recognized as and when they occur, irrespective whether money is involved or not. This is also referred as mercantile basis of accounting. Is it clear? Okay. So now what we practiced in the previous session was related to accrual basis of accounting. Why was it related to accrual basis of accounting? Because we looked at various transactions which didn't have either the cash or bank elements to it. Still, we updated those transactions and prepared our books of accounts. So accrual basis, we had transactions like credit purchases, we had transactions like credit sales, we had transactions like accounting of office rent, even though we were not paid, accounting of expenses, all those things related to accrual basis of accounting. Because that didn't had any element of cash receipts or cash payment basically. When I talk of cash, it's both cash and bank. Okay, so what we practiced in the previous sessions was about accrual basis of accounting. So today we will do we will look at some of the examples with cash basis of accounting. So what we will do is we will take the same 11 transaction as example and prepare our books of accounts as per the cash basis of accounting. Okay, then compare the output from accrual basis of accounting and cash basis of accounting, and let us see whether these two things match or not. Will it match or not? Even I'm not very sure. Okay, so let us do that and see, and we will be able to recognize, okay, what is cash basis of accounting and what is accrual basis of accounting. Is that fine? Okay. So any questions till now before we get into tally? If anyone has any questions, okay, you could either put it on chat or unmute and speak. I'll give 30 seconds time so that we can move forward. Okay, so let's move forward. Narendra, cash basis of accounting is only when you receive cash and when you pay cash. When we say cash, it is about cash and bank. So whether you receive or pay, okay, that is when the transaction get recognized. Okay, so let's move on. So let's take the same examples of same business scenario. Let's take the same 11 business scenarios and look at how do we update in cash basis of accounting. Okay, so now let me just move on to tally. One sec, let me just open my tally. Okay, so we had one company, MCS training company. This is what we were using to create all the transactions. In this, we have created some 11 transactions. You could just go to day book, specify the full period, and see what are all the transactions you have done. Okay, so this represents scenarios of accrual basis of accounting. This book represents accrual basis of accounting. So what I'll do is, for our reference, we will keep this data as is where is. We will create one separate company and do the cash basis of accounting so that we can compare and check whether is there any difference, what is the difference, if at all, if there is any difference, and how could we recognize that. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll just close this company. So rather than creating new company, what I'll do is I'll copy paste the same company data and remove the transactions. So I will also teach you how you could duplicate this data, various things that you could do. Okay. So now where the data is stored? Data is stored in E:TallyPrime data. Let's go to that folder. E:TallyPrime data. Is this the folder? Yes, this is where we have saved. So you are able to see 10,001. This is the company which is there here in your data path. So what I'll do is I've closed this company. I'm just copying this folder and pasting it. So I made a copy of it. Then I'm changing the company number to 20,001. So I've just copy pasted this folder and changed the company number. Okay, so now if I just refresh, I have got two companies. So I will take 20,001 to prepare data based on cash basis of accounting. So I'm just logging in. So what I'll do is I will first change the company name, or I will change this company name so that we know what is the company name that we are working on. So I'm just saying it is cash basis. I'm just adding the name as cash basis. Okay, so now my company name has been changed to cash basis. So if I close and look at it, so I have two companies, one as training company, which is on accrual basis, and second is on cash basis. So I will open this company. Now, since it was just a copy paste of the data, even the transaction, everything has got copy pasted. So what I'll do is I will just delete all the transactions. I'll go to daybook and click on Alt F2 to change the period. I will just say April to end date. All transactions are available. To multi-select all the transaction at one go, the shortcut key is Control Spacebar. I've selected all the transaction. To delete transaction, it is Alt D. Say yes. All transactions gets deleted at one shot. Okay. So I'll just reopen this company now. 20,001. No vouchers entered, right? So there are 0 vouchers entered. Okay, now in this company, let us look at how to update transactions with cash basis of account. So let's now go back to our presentation. So what's the first transaction? First transaction is on 1st of April, Rama invested 10 lakhs. He deposited the check, and the check was deposited in SBI. So now the analysis that you need to do is whether this transaction has an effect on cash or bank. If it has an effect, yes, you need to enter this transaction. Otherwise, it doesn't form part of your cash basis of account. So since there is an involvement of State Bank of India, yes, this forms part of your transaction. So what is the type of transaction? It's the same receipt transaction. 1st of April, same transaction. So there is no change. So in Tally, let us just go to voucher. First is receipt on 1st of April, State Bank of India, Rama capital account, 10 lakhs. Right? So check number, ICICI Bank being capital invested in business. I've just saved it. Right? Simple? Okay. Now let us go to the second transaction. The second transaction is about landlord submitting his bill for office rent, where the money has to be paid in the future date. So will this transaction be recognized under cash basis of accounting? So can you people put it on chat whether yes or no? Shivu is saying no, Raksha is saying no. What about others? Raghu no, Girija no. Okay. Naveen no. Okay. So most of them are saying no, it doesn't get recognized. Yeah, it doesn't get recognized because there is no involvement of cash or bank. Cash or bank is not getting involved. So this transaction we don't need this transaction. So we are not entering this transaction. Okay, so this transaction we are not entering because there is no participation of cash or bank. Okay, let's go to transaction number 3. Withdrew 10,000 rupees from bank for office expenses. Now, will this transaction participate in cash basis of accounting? Raghu is saying yes, Rakshita yes, Chetan yes, Shivu yes, Girija yes. Yeah. Yes, all of you are right. Yes, it participates in cash basis of accounting because both cash and bank are involved. So the transaction will be, the transaction will be the same debit cash and credit State Bank of India under contra entry. It's on 2nd of April. So on 2nd of April 21, type of transaction is contra, cash, State Bank of India, 10,000 rupees withdrawn. Okay, so what is the check number? 10,001 or whatever it is. Okay, being cash drawn from bank for office use. Okay, it's done. Fine. So now let's go to transaction number 4. On 2nd April, purchased goods worth 50,000 from Kotari on credit. Will this transaction participate as part of cash basis of accounting? Yeah, most of you are saying no, 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 no. Yes, this will not participate as it has no participation of cash or bank. Yes, Chetan, you are correct. Okay. So this doesn't participate? No. So there is no need for entering this transaction. Let's go to transaction 5. Sold goods worth 70,000 rupees on credit. Will this transaction be part of it? Part of cash basis of accounting? Again, it's no. Most of you are saying no. Reason why? What is the reason? Either cash or bank is not participating. It's a credit. Yes, it's a credit transaction. So there is no participation of cash or bank. So this also doesn't participate. Okay. Now let us go to transaction number 6. Received check for 70,800 rupees from Balaji Agencies against sales bill number 1. Check was deposited on the same day to State Bank of India. Will this participate? Let's look at the answers. Yes, 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 yes. Everyone is saying yes. That's good. Yes, it will participate. My next question is, what will you debit, what will you credit, and how much value you will debit and how much value you will credit, and under what transaction you do this? Narendra, you want to speak?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
That you created one more, cash
Company.
only thing, no, company.
Right.
I tried, sir, but I'm not able to change the company name. How do we do it?
You need to go to, after opening Tally, you need to go to on the top company on the left hand side.
Yes, sir.
You need to click on alter.
Okay.
Enter, select and enter.
Yes. Yes,
There
sir.
you need to change the on the top.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm unable to do it.
Sir, after this session, one of our colleagues will take and show it to you.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, Venkana Shetty is saying debit bank. Fine, debit bank. What will you credit? What kind of transaction it is? So debit bank means I want to know the complete transaction, like what debit, what credit, what values. Debit bank, credit, sales account. What value? Okay, Venkana Shetty might not be able to correlate because he had not attended the previous sessions. Okay, others should be able to tell what value. Balaji Agencies, debit SBI, credit Balaji Agencies, Girija. Debit bank, credit sales, Raksha, 70,800. Debit bank, credit Balaji Agencies, value 70,800. Venkana Shetty, no. No. Okay, so those who have not attended previous sessions, Let me tell you, the 70,800 includes GST of 18%. Those who have not attended the yesterday's or the previous sessions. So I'm giving you one hint. So those who tell me the correct debit and credit ledger and the values, okay, will get one prize. I will give you 1 minute time. I want to know which account you will debit, what value you will debit, which account you will credit, what value you will credit. Those who have the answer can type on chat, and who gets the correct answer will get one surprise gift. Surprise prize, not gift, prize. I'll give 1 minute time. Try, no? What's there? No problem. Shivu, bank account 70,800. Okay. I want the complete sale 60,000. Okay. Yes, Shivu is coming there. Then difference GST 10,800. Raksha, debit bank account 70,800. Balaji account to CGST, SGST account. No. Debit bank credit Balaji agency, removing GST. Raghu. Okay. Let me see Shivu. What did Shivu give the answer? Shivu, bank account 70,800, sales 60,000, and tax 10,800. Yes, Shivu, you are right. Okay, it's a cash basis of accounting. You need to understand it's a cash basis of accounting, and we have received 70,800 rupees. And I've also told you this 70,800 attracts 18% GST, is inclusive of 18% GST. So you need to remove the GST amount. The balance is a sale. Because since we are doing it on a cash basis, we didn't account the credit transaction which happened on 2nd of April. Okay, so to the extent of cash received, we are recognizing it as sales. And we are accounting the tax based on the sale that has been made. Okay. So the transaction will be sales. Transaction type will be sales. We will debit State Bank of India because the check has come to 70,800 rupees. Credit will go to local sales 60,000. Output CGST 9% and output SGST 9%. Shivu, congratulations, good. Okay, so we'll tell you what is the gift, what is the price that you will get. Okay, so we will do this transaction. Okay, now it's simple. Now we have understood what should get debit, what should get credit, how it has to be done. Okay, so this is on the date of 1st of May. 1st of May. Here the party, I will not debit to Balaji agency because it's a cash sale. I'm treating it as cash sale. Since the check has come, I'm taking it to State Bank of India. Here, in the party bill details, I will select Balaji agencies. Right? This is Balaji agencies, right? Yeah. Balaji agencies. And all his GST numbers, everything is captured. Local sales, 60,000 rupees. Output CGST at 9%. Output SGST at 9%. Okay, so all this check number and various things I'll update. Being cash sale accounted. This is as good as a cash sale. Right? Hope you are clear on this. Okay, let's move next. Okay, on 1st of May, paid 50,400 to Kotari Electronics through check against purchase reference number 27. What voucher will you enter in TallyPrime? And what will you debit? What will you credit? What is the value? So can everyone tell me what is the type of transaction? First, in what voucher you need to enter this? Which is the voucher type that you want to use? Purchase, yes. It's a purchase voucher type. Now, what will you debit? What will you credit? And what value? Venkana payment voucher. See, since the GST and all is involved, you could enter in the purchase so that it will also update in your purchase register. If you enter in payment voucher, it doesn't get updated in purchase register. Okay. Shivu local purchase is 45,000, GST 5,400. Okay. Then SBI 50,400. Purchase account debit, tax debit, bank account credit. Yeah, Raksha, you are also correct. Debit Kotari Electronics, credit bank, Venkana Shetty, no. There, debit, yeah, but there is a tax element to it. Debit local sales, Torsi, Girija. Debit local sales to SBI, no, Girija, it is purchase, not sales. Okay, fine. Let us look at it. It is type of transaction is purchase. Debit local purchase 45,000, credit CGST input, CGST output 2,700, 2,700, and credit State Bank of India 50,400. So let's make this transaction. So it's a purchase entry on 1st of May or 2nd of May? 1st of May. Supplier invoice number 27. Credit should go to State Bank of India. Okay, in the party name, select Kotari Electronics. Right? This is the Kotari Electronics. So select Kotari Electronics. All his details will get updated. Now it is local purchase at 12% is 45,000. You have to do the reverse calculation. Input CGST 6%. Input SGST 6%. 50,400. All GST details you could update. Okay. So since you have credited the State Bank of India, it is asking for the check number also. So give the check number. Bring purchase on cash. Okay. So one more thing that you need to do is here you should enter the original invoice date, because Kotari had given us invoice dated 2nd of April. So you need to update original invoice date as 2nd of April. Okay, then pass the entry on 1st of May as cash purchase. Hope this is clear. Okay, so transaction 8, paid electricity bill of 530 by cash. Will this participate? Yes. Okay, yes, it participates. So just, it's a payment entry. Same as we did, cash to electricity expenses, 530 rupees. This is on 2nd of May. being electricity expenses paid by cash. Right? Okay. This is fine. Transaction number 9. On 2nd of May, paid April bill to Venkatesh against invoice number 5 through online bank transfer. Okay, so you need to cross refer what was invoice number 5. Okay, in the previous example, okay, invoice number 5 was on 2nd of April that our landlord had given us 20,000 rupee rent. To that there was 18% GST. So we are supposed to pay him 23,600. Okay. So what will be the transaction? What will be debit? What will be the value? What will be the credit? What will be the value? And what type of transaction it is? So first it's a payment transaction. Yes, Narendra, you're right. It's payment transaction. So I'm telling it attracts 18% GST. The office rent is 20,000. So what will you debit? How much value you are going to debit? What will you credit? How much value you are going to credit? Narendra, you are right, but what is the values? Okay, so let's look at it. So the type of transaction is payment. Will debit office rent, credit input CGST, credit input SGST. Sorry, debit input CGST, debit input SGST, and credit State Bank of India. Okay. So we will do this transaction on 2nd of May. It is payment entry. We are on payment entry. It is bank. We are paying through bank, right? Debit office rent 20,000. Debit input CGST 9%. It is 1,800. Input SGST 1,800. Okay. Being payment for office rent for April 2021. Okay, so this is the entry that we have passed. Right? Next, transaction 10. 2nd May 2021, return goods to Kotari Enterprises worth 5,000 rupees. So will this participate or not? If it participates, what will you debit, what will you credit, and what kind of transaction it is? Rakshita is saying no, it will not participate. Sorry, Raksha. What about others? Narendra, no. Okay. Suchitra, no. Shivu, no. Vijay, no. Yeah. Because there is no involvement of cash or bank. Yes, this transaction will not participate. Okay, so transaction 11. Will this transaction participate? Okay, no, it doesn't. because again, it is a return of goods. There is no involvement of cash or bank. So this also doesn't participate. So after doing this, so we didn't record lot of transactions, right? Out of 11 transactions, how many transactions we recorded? If I go to tally, if I want to see how many transactions I have recorded, the best place to go and see is where? Statistics.
Yep.
Click on go to. Statistics. So the number of transactions that I've entered here is 6. The number of transactions that we entered on accrual basis was 11. Right? Yeah. So we have entered 6 transactions. Okay. So now in accrual we entered 11. In cash basis we just entered only 6 vouchers. Do we get the same results is what we need to check. So let us do one thing. How do we see the results? So one way of looking at is profit and loss. Here my loss is in cash basis of accounting, my loss is 5,530. Okay. My sale is 60,000, purchase is 45,000, my expense is 20,530. Now, if I want to compare, to which I need to compare? I need to compare to the accrual basis of accounting. So what I'll do is, I will open that data also. So I've opened that data also. So here you are able to see 2 companies. One, Tally Training Company, and second is Tally Training Company on cash basis. So whichever you click, it will open that data. So currently I'm on Tally Company, which is on an accrual basis. So in accrual basis, what's my profit? Sorry, what's my loss? 5,530. Okay, so in my cash basis company, what is my loss? 5,530. So it's matching. Okay, I will teach you one more way to compare it in most simplified manner. Now I have opened both the companies. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm opening. I have now the active company is cash basis. So I'm just opening profit and loss. It is showing for the cash basis company what is my P&L. Now what I could do is I could add one more column to see the other company on accrual basis. So for that, the simplest way is on the right hand side you could see something called add new column. Click on add new column. Select which company you want to add, that is on accrual basis. From what period to what period you want to look at the data, and you want to look at what data, actual data. Look here. Now it's on columnar. So sales in cash basis it is 60,000, in accrual basis it's 60,000. Purchase 45,000, 45,000. So your net gross profit is 15,000, 15,000. Your indirect expenses is 20,530, 20,530. So net profit is 5530, 55. Is it matching? Yes. Similarly, if you want to go and look at balance sheet, will balance sheet match? What is the total value in your cash basis? It is 10,11,800. Right? So let's add a new column and look at the accrual basis. Okay, now capital funds matching, current liabilities matching, net loss matching, current assets, is it matching? So everything is matching. The results are the same. You get the same results, but the way you accounted was different. Okay. Now the next question is, when cash basis is so simple, why should we keep our books in accrual basis of accounting? What is the reason? Because in the live example we are seeing in accrual basis, we need to do 11 transactions, versus in cash basis, we just did only 6 transactions, and the results are the same. Why should we put more efforts and keep the records in accrual basis of accounting, and why not in cash basis of accounting?
Information.
What information?
Basically, some of the accrual you are done, but you forget it. You are forget the payment. All those things can be
things can be avoided.
avoided.
Okay. Yes, that is one correct answer. Okay. But still, I could always keep all the unpaid bills in one more file and track it. Why should I account it? So can anyone tell me what are the reasons? If you cannot speak, can you put it on chat? What is the reason? Totality of information. Yes, correct. To have daily basis information. Yes, Girija, you are also correct. Party-wise details. Yes. Who is that updated? B97B6777. I don't know the person name. Yes, party-wise details. If you need to have, it has to be in the right manner. Varun, you are also correct. Data should be represented in the right way. Correct. Creditors and debtor details. Yes, Varun, you are correct. Srinivas Reddy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sundry debtors and creditor details. Yeah. All these things what you are saying are correct. But one thing is, according to Indian laws, okay, so you would have registered your organization with various types of entity. Either it might be an individual or a partnership firm or a company or an LLP, in various forms you would have registered. Okay. According to Indian law, various laws, either you take the Income Tax Act, or you take the Companies Act, or you take the Partnership Act, all those law mandates us to maintain the accounts on accrual basis only. Okay. So any court, any department will not accept your cash basis of accounting. Will get exact income and expenses. Yes, Venkana, you're right. Okay. So what we did was, we just tried to match the final reports like balance sheet, profit and loss, various things, right? And it was matching. The numbers were matching. But let me ask you one more question. Since GST is applicable, you need to pay GST every month, right? GST has to be declared every month. You need to make payment of GST every month. Will you be able to compute GST if you are maintaining cash basis? In this example, we did a purchase and sale in the month of April, right? So let us do one thing. Let us go to display, statement of accounts, accounts book, sales register. Okay, so this is on cash basis. Sales register is on cash basis, which is happening in May. I will add one more column and get into accrual basis. Now, accrual basis, when was this sales done? In April. And what was the total sales value?
82,000.
82,000. But what we did in May was only 70,800 in cash basis. So we are recognizing sale when we are receiving money. Okay. So with the cash basis, we will not be able to compute the GST, which is one of the critical indirect tax requirement in today's scenario. Okay. So like this, as a lot of people were saying, yes, you cannot compute the outstanding receivables, outstanding payables. Okay. And say example, the same holds good even in uh, your office rent also. So the office rent was recognized in accrual basis in the month of April, but in cash basis, we recognized only in the month of May. Okay. So if you look at, I'll show you one more this thing. Let me just go to display, accounts book, ledger, and go to Kotari agencies example. Is there any transaction in Kotari agencies in the company of cash basis? There is no transactions at all. Now, if you want to cross check with the accrual basis of accounting, on the same screen, you could just click on company and change the company to the other accrual basis accounting. See, there are 3 transactions here. Though the balance is 0, but we had done a purchase, we had done one debit note, we had made the payment. None of these transactions will appear in your cash basis books of accounts. So you will completely miss out on party wise recording of transactions. Okay, so there is a lot of flaws in this. That is the reason the various departments, various agencies mandates us to maintain the data in accrual basis of account. Hope this is clear. So any questions before we further move? See, because this is one critical thing. Okay, because most of the time, though we would believe that we are maintaining in accrual basis, okay, we would have kept a lot of bills or a lot of documents which require to be accounted outside the books of accounts without even accounting. I've seen a lot of my customers, what they do is whenever they get a bill from their suppliers, they will keep it in their table. And whenever the payment due comes, on that date, they will account and make the payment. Till that time, it will not even be accounted in books. Okay, now after the introduction of GST, a lot of things have changed because if you don't account, you don't get the input tax credit. So to ensure that they take input tax credit, they have started accounting it. Right? Okay, so any more questions? I'll just give 1 minute time. If anyone has any questions, you could ask, or further we can move forward. I request everyone to put on mute if you are not speaking to the group. Okay, so there are no questions. Good. So let's move forward. Yeah, one person had one issue in saying, okay, how do you change the company name? Was it Narhari? Narendra? Who had the issue?
Yeah, yes, sir. Me, sir.
Narendra. Okay.
Yeah.
So Narendra, just look at it on the screen. I'm just showing you once again. Okay. So just open this company, whichever you want to change. You're on Gateway of Tally. Go to company, click on alter. Here you can change. Whatever you want, you can change here. Okay. And save. I've changed the company name to this is a test company. Can you try it out?
Yes, sir.
On the top company, click on alter and change the name.
Done, sir.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. And yesterday, there was one question. Sorry, I didn't respond to that. There was one request from one of the participants saying to show the TDS entry.
Yeah. It was by Mr. Vasant, sir.
Vasant, are you there? Vasant? If you are there, you
no.
can you just come on chat or voice? Okay, if you're not there, then whenever he's there, we will discuss on that because that was his question. Hope
Yes,
I
sir.
have not missed out any other things. Okay,
No.
fine. So,
Sir,
yeah.
sorry to disturb. This that shareholder thing, sir. I was interested in knowing that.
Yeah.
How do we do that? Like
Okay. So I'll just
share
show
capital and other things.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Okay. So let me just take this
Thank you, sir.
accrual based of accounting. Okay. So there was one question. If there is a share capital, all those details, how do we enter those things? Simple. Share capital comes into capital account, right? Ultimately. Okay. So do one thing. Okay. Just go to create. Okay. Share capital is a group. Under share capital, you will have multiple different heads of capital. So create one group called capital, share capital. Put it under capital account. Okay. Save this. Okay. So now you might have 5 shareholders. So example, there are 5 shareholders. Okay. You can just go and create ledger. Okay. One more thing that you could do is, if example, you want to create 5 shareholders. Okay. You can go to ledger and create one after other. Or there is one more shortcut way of creating multiple ledgers on one shot. I'll show it to you. Go to chart of accounts on gateway of tally, go to ledgers, okay, and click on multi-master. What do you want to do? You want to create multi-alter or credit limits. So I want to have multi-create. Under which group? Under share capital. That is what the group that I created. Okay, so here I could say share capital. Okay, so who are all the share capital holders? So example, I could just say it is Bijoy. He has invested 1 lakh or 10,000 worth of shares. Okay. Ram Rao, 25,000. Okay. Krishna Raja, 30,000. Narahari, 25,000. Okay. Sumarao, 1 lakh. Example. Okay. So these are all comes under share capital. I just created at one shot. So under share capital, I have all these people and they have invested money. Now, if I just go to balance sheet, okay, look at here, there is a share capital of 1,90,000. Under share capital, I have the break. Hope this is clear. Okay, you could have paid up capital, you could have whatever the name, you can just create one more group under capital account. Okay. So are there any more questions left out? I'm sorry. From the previous sessions, I had just noted that TDS, I had missed out this. Like this, is there any other questions that you had that I have not answered in last 2-3 sessions? Okay. So if there is anything, please revert back to me. Okay. So we will continue with this. So today, these are the topics that I wanted to take. Okay. In the next session, we will take up the cost center. Okay, how to use cost center, what is cost center, the profit center, then budgets in Tally. With these two topics, okay, more or less we will be clear on the basics of accounting, the basics of accounts in TallyPrime. Then we will move to inventory. So probably this too will take another 2 sessions, is my understanding. Once when we complete this, okay, we will move to the inventory. Hope this is fine. Okay, so one more thing. Okay, before we end up, okay, one more thing that I wanted to discuss with you people. Just go through this. I'm just opening the browser. Where is my browser? One second. Where did I put my browser? Chrome. Yeah. So on the browser, okay. So all of you can do it. You can just open browser on your computer and open YouTube. So right now, can you all do it? Can you just open YouTube? On the YouTube, go to search and search for Medha Consultancy Services. Medha Consultancy Services, search for Medha Consultancy Services. You will get a channel. It says Tally Experts Medha Consultancy Services. I request everyone to subscribe this. Click on subscribe. Subscribe to it so that, and also click on notification so that when we start uploading the videos of this training will be uploaded on YouTube. You will start getting the notification and you can go through this in your practice sessions.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Already first 2 sessions has been uploaded. Session number 1 and session number 2 is uploaded. By tomorrow, we will also be uploading the balance 3, 4, and 5. Because this takes some time. Okay, we need to upload, it gets processed, there is some verification process, everything. So it takes some time, but we are trying to streamline this. It should be available on the next day morning so that you could do the practice also. So that is what we will come to by next week start. Okay, so I request everyone, please subscribe to this channel. Okay, click on bell icon so that you start getting the notification as and when we upload the videos. And the first 2 sessions videos are available. Those who have missed it can go through this video, or those who want to practice and you want to cross verify, you could always go back to this video and cross verify. Okay, so this is the way that we will be sharing the videos, because individually we can't share these videos. The size is very huge. Okay, nor we cannot upload it to any this thing also. The best place is YouTube.
Great.
Okay, since it's available on YouTube, you can go anytime and you can check out. Okay, not only these 2 videos, we had done one similar kind of training session last year, but that was on Tally ERP 9. Okay, so all the videos of the previous year is also available in this channel. Okay, if someone is still using Tally ERP9 and you want to check the videos, you could just go and check all the videos over here. Okay. And those who asks your friends, your relatives, saying that they want to know something about Tally or they want to get trained on Tally, please refer to subscribe to this channel. They could learn of their own. So whatever we are discussing now, it's get recorded and that video will be available.
Great.
Right. So the next session will be on cost center Monday. Tuesday we'll work on budgets, and from Wednesday we will look at inventory in Tally. Okay, and for all those who have opted to write the assessment, by tomorrow morning 11:30, you will get the assessment questionnaire on your email address. Or what we will also do is those who are participating in the assessment, we will create one separate group in WhatsApp. Okay, and we will share the questionnaire on the WhatsApp group as well as on your email address. Okay, and you need to follow that and complete that assessment. Okay, and you have to update the results in one Excel sheet. We will also share the Excel sheet with you. You need to update the results in Excel sheet and revert back to us on email before tomorrow evening 8 o'clock. So you will get time from 11:30 to 8 o'clock to work on that assessment. You could work on that assessment and revert back before 8 o'clock.
Give at least 24 hours, no, sir.
Why do you need 24 hours, sir?
Because tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we are working.
No problem. If you sit on this, you should not take more than 45 minutes to do it. That's it.
Yeah, but I need to practice and do now.
No problem. By that time, by tomorrow 11:30, all the videos will also be uploaded. You could cross-verify that video and do your assessment.
Okay, understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. So my colleague Manish will create one separate group on WhatsApp, those who are writing the assessments. Okay.
Sure, sir. I can create that.
Okay. So we will again meet on Monday evening at 7 o'clock. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.